Hello and welcome to my beautiful abundant YouTube channel. Thank you so much for tuning in, you guys. I really appreciate every single last one of you. So for today's video, I really wanted to talk about crystals, how to buy crystals, okay, programming them, cleansing them, all sorts of things. So before I get into this video, I want to shout out this book. I got this from Five Below, and y'all, if you are a beginner and you want to learn more about programming crystals, working with crystals, etc., this book is your go-to. It has so many amazing ideas about how to manifest with crystals. It talks about cleansing them, programming them. It also in the back has a lot of really dope like definitions of the crystals. It tells you different attributes and powers and how to use it. It also talks about abundance, and it talks about letting go and just all sorts of other different spiritual things. So if you are into spirituality, if you are beginning, or even if you're like advanced, you know, this is a really cool book. It's a basic book. It's really dope. I like it. So cop that. It's only $5, so you know. All right. So I wanted to talk about this because a lot of times when we buy crystals, we don't think that they work for us, when really it's us not putting in the work to bond with a crystal. And I want to give you guys the most beginner, most basic guide to picking out the crystals that's meant for you, as well as programming them to work in your favor. So first and foremost, when you go to a crystal shop, when you go to a spiritual store, wherever you are going to pick out your crystals, y'all, don't just go and just grab the first crystal that you see, okay? Sit with your crystal for a little bit. If you have a little bit of time, meditate with your crystal. Like, sit there and hold it. Like, take your crystal and just have it in your hand and just meditate with it real quick. How does this crystal make you feel? Like, what is the energy that you're getting from this crystal? And then, you know, just kind of look at it, see how it feels in your hand. I was in a crystal store one time, and for some reason I saw this like cat spirit animal crystal that just kind of like called out to me. And when I picked it up, y'all, I literally felt so powerful. Like, I felt the power of the crystal in my hand, and that just shows that that crystal was meant for me. And a lot of times, like in the past, I would just go and just like, oh, that's a cute crystal, and just pick it up and go. But when you sit with your crystals and you meditate with them and you figure out which one calls to you by looking at them, you'll get so much better results, because that's your soulmate crystal. So once you get your crystal and you take it home, now is the time to cleanse it. Now you can do so in many different ways, okay? You can use a meditation. You can just sit there and imagine a bright white light coming in to penetrate your crystal and to cleanse it of all the negative energy, any low vibrational energy, anything that doesn't serve your best and your highest good. That is the most simple way to do it. So if you don't have any cleansers like Palo Santos or sage or anything like that, you can most definitely use that. Use your mind, use your intentions. So with that being said, like I said, you can use sage, okay? You can use Palo Santos, you can use sweetgrass, you can use any cleanser. You can also use an incense. Now when you use incense, just be careful, because like, don't go and get those like strawberry, cherry, blueberry incense. Like, get the good incense. Get like Palo Santos incense, or get like sweetgrass incense that are actually going to cleanse your crystal. It is essential, okay? So do that. Another thing that you can do is you can get a sound bowl. I am going to go ahead and I'll demonstrate that for you guys. Okay, so this is my sound bowl, and this is my sound bowl for the heart chakra. Now, normally what I do when I use it is I sit it down on something so that I can, you know, use both of my hands. But if you can like sit your crystal in the inside of it, and you can cleanse it that way. And meditate with it, sit with it, you know, talk to your sound bowl and ask them to cleanse the energy within your crystal. You know, you can also do a meditative, you know, little I cleanse all negative energy within this crystal. You know, you can do it that way, but sound healing is a beautiful way to cleanse your crystals. Is a beautiful way just to cleanse things in general. So that is something that you can do. Also too, you can cleanse your crystals with water. You can cleanse them with salt. Not all crystals are able to be in water. So like selenite right here, if I was to put this in water, it would actually dissolve. So you want to make sure that your crystals are okay with being in water, and it won't mess up the integrity of the crystal, such and so forth. Like I said, salt is a beautiful thing to use as well. You can cleanse your crystals with salt. There's so many amazing ways to cleanse your crystals crystals. So just figure out what you have access to and figure out what resonates with you best and do that. Me personally, I like to cleanse my crystals with either sound healing or with like sage or Palo Santos. If I don't have those things around me, and if I can't burn it or something like that, if I have to be quiet, then I will sit there with my mind and meditate and do it that way. But I prefer to use, you know, something like that. So when you get that, what you want to do is, after you get your crystal, after you cleanse it, now is the time to really sit with it, meditate with it, and create a bond with it. So if you buy crystals and if you've been trying to use them and they're not really working for you, it's probably because you're not spending enough time with your crystals. You're not working with them enough. And what I mean by working with them, I mean like really just sitting with them, holding them, you know, carrying them with you throughout the day, sleeping with your crystals, talk to your crystals, meditate with your crystals, and really like speak your intentions. You know, if you are not speaking what your intention is for this crystal, how do you expect for it to work for you? It's just like when you call somebody, you don't just call somebody and just expect for them to just know what it is that you called them for. Like, no, you have to speak what your intention is. It's the same thing with the crystal. So when I program my crystals for them to work for me for specific things, so like I wanted to really work on my you know, just like my feminine side, work on my heart chakra, if I wanted to be more in tune with my emotions. What I did is I sat with it, wrote it around in my hands, and I meditated with it. And I just sat here and I would speak my intentions, and I would, you know, speak to the crystal, and I would ask for it to help me heal my heart. I would ask for it to help me, you know, remove any blockages if I had any hurt that's stopping me from living on a love vibration. I would ask this crystal to remove that. I would ask this crystal to help me heal, you know, and I would sit with it. Now, you want to just sit with your crystal for a little bit of time to really like get your intention clear. You don't want to just sit there for like 1 second and be like, heal my heart, and then just go. No, you have to cultivate a connection, cultivate a relationship with your crystal. You know, don't just, and even after you sit there and you program it, don't just sit your crystals down, you know, and don't ever use them and work with them, because it's not going to help you. In order for your crystal to really, you know, do what it needs to do to help you heal or to help you attract certain things, you have to work with it. Take it with you, you know, sit with it. If you're watching TV, just sit with it. If you are driving in your car, have it with you. You know, if you are doing certain things, that just have it with you. I like to sleep with my crystals. I will put my crystal either under my pillow, or I'll just put it beside me and I will sleep with my crystal. So make sure that you are doing those things like that. And then also too, you want to thank your crystal for working in your favor. Thank the crystal for helping you overcome certain things, helping you heal from certain things. So using this also in certain rituals, you know, if you are doing a self-love ritual and you're trying to attract love into your life, you can also use these crystals in that way as well. So there's so many beautiful ways that you can use your crystals, but I just wanted to give you guys a really quick beginner's guide to doing that. I also wanted to say is, what you can do is you can do a meditation to meditate and envision a light. You know, whatever color you want, you can envision a specific color for whatever you're trying to attract or heal or whatever the case is, because color is also very important. So, you know, you can meditate and imagine a certain light penetrating your crystal and coming into your crystal, and as that light is coming into your crystals, so are your intentions. You know, you're filling your crystal up with your intentions, with what your wishes are for this crystal to work for you. So really get into it, really sit with your crystal, really meditate with it, and really feel it. You know, you want to feel and you want to be confident. You know, you can't expect your crystal to work for you if you don't have confidence that your crystal can really do what it is that you want it to do. You have to have confidence. You have to be sure, you know, that this crystal is going to heal your heart, and it will. It definitely will. So that pretty much sums up my video. I don't really have anything else to say, but you know, when you do get crystals, make sure that you do your research and figure out what crystal is going to help you for certain things. So like if I wanted to attract money, I don't know, like I probably wouldn't use this. I would use pyrite. You know, I would use green aventurine. You know, I would use citrine. So get knowledgeable on your different crystals and figure out what crystals are best for what. So that will kind of go into when you go to actually buy your crystals, actually figure out which ones are good for what, so then you can know how to use it properly. Because, you know, if you're really trying to get money, I mean, this might help you get money, but it's like, it's not the best thing to use for money. You know, you want to use something that is specifically for attracting and alluring and bringing bring abundance and prosperity to you. So keep that in mind. And that sums up my super beginners video. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, let me know in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what's your favorite crystal. You know, if you are getting into crystals, if you're a beginner with crystals, I would love to know. Like this video, subscribe, and hit the bell notification so you can stay updated when I post future videos. And I will see you in the next one. Peace out.